We're in hog heaven on this episode of Food Culture as we chase wild pigs, visit a wild pig farm, and have a choice hangi. I don't know, is it part of the Kiwi psyche that we shoot a pig or catch a hapuku or eat a cray? Whatever it is, I love it. And because we live in a great country, and that is my food culture. Hidden in the bush near Whangarei, a couple of young farmers are rearing what could only be called free-range wild boars. Hey guys, look, first, thanks for the invitation. I just about missed it, and I actually know this area quite well. But you're stuck in the Brenderwins. Mate, it's paradise up here.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
How long you been here?
Be 12. We've owned the property about 18 months.
Yep.
And we shifted up here about 12 months ago.
Yeah. But you're sort of you're both sort of semi-locals, eh? Yeah. Okay. Tell me what you're doing, because I find this interesting. Because you're actually commercially breeding, creating wild pigs. Tell me about that.
Well, we got asked, to breed the wild pig for basically the free range market, or a bit more than the free range, so they could have a wild pork. Yeah. And we've got the land to do it, the size of land, and the pigs are 100% free range and natural. So how many acres have you got here?
We've got 300.
Yeah.
But at the moment where the pigs are, there's about 80 acres.
Okay.
We're starting off another paddock, which is going to be about 200
acres.
Yeah.
That's a fair old size paddock.
Yeah, it is.
And I see the flash fences and stuff. You've got to fence those all off? Yeah.
It's mainly not so much to keep the pigs in, to a degree.
To keep my cousins out.
It's to keep. I'm a pig hunter myself, but I know dogs don't respect boundaries. So for the pigs, we've got to do it.
Yeah, and it's a bush area. Does it have to be bush?
Yeah.
I mean, they don't go, I'm from Auckland, you know what I mean? So that you can't have, if you've got sheep and you think, I'm going to do pigs.
Yeah, no. They want wild pork. So even though the sows that we'll see a bit later are, they're friendly, they'll come in, but they've got to be in a natural environment, which is bush. They've got a free range forage through the bush to get that wild flavour. Right. In a paddock it won't work.
To be genuine. Yeah. Do you have... I was watching you before with one of the other animals that's a little bit crook at the moment, and you have this real affinity with them. Do you think you'd be doing this?
I always wanted to be on a farm, but I didn't think I'd be breeding wild boar.
we've always had pigs. Yeah. I've always pig hunted, and ever since I was a young fella. Yeah. The Mouse's background is pig hunting as well with her father, and so it's in the family. We've always had wild pigs and pigs around, and it's fitted into our lifestyle. Isn't it a bloody great country we live in? It's the best. How's the market? Is there a market for what you guys are growing here?
Well, it seems to be.
Yeah. No, I think there is, and it'll get more too. Yeah. The free range industry is going to pick up. Yeah. It's got to pick up, and I think the wild boar just hand in hand. You can't get any more free range than the wild pig. And you supplement some of their food, don't you? Yeah. So you have a feeding platform or something? Yes.
Yeah, big feed pad. It gets locked up during the day, because otherwise they'd be in there all day eating, and they wouldn't be outside having all their natural stuff.
And being wild.
Yeah.
That's right.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So we have to lock the feed pad up, and then the same time every night we start the digger up, because we feed with a digger. As soon as they hear that digger start, they all come running.
Just like my kids. It's just like me, really.
Yeah, no, that's the big thing. The key that we've found is keeping them knowing who you are and what you're going to do for them.
Yeah.
Because then they do come down to you and they respect you for it.
Yeah.
If you don't, the pigs have got no respect and they can be quite dangerous.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It's just...
You'll introduce me then when we do go down.
Oh, yeah.
I'll send my son in first. I brought my young fella.
I'll give you a bit of food in your pockets.
Yeah, kia ora, bro. So, I mean, I'm familiar with a couple of breeds like the Ridgeback, or is that a dog or something? A Razorback? So, what have you got here?
Predominantly, most of the pigs here are the blues, which come off the European lines, and the European, which is where the wild pig comes from.
Yeah,
and quite a few saddleback crosses.
Yeah, there's saddleback crosses. Basically, anything that's out there in the bush running around is what we're breeding.
You know, I'm a bit of a fan of all this pork business, and there's all sorts of ways of cooking them, and the boys are just teeing up a bit of a spit roast for us for later in the day. Tough, all right.
Spit roasting a wild pig is a great way to feed a large social gathering, but there are a few tips to make sure you don't get embarrassed in front of all of your guests. You will need a whole pig between 40 to 60 kgs. This will feed about 20 rugby players or 40 cheerleaders. Rub plenty of salt and pepper over the whole carcass. If the pig looks fatty, add a couple of slits in the skin to allow the fat to render and skin to crackle. Basting will also keep the meat succulent and juicy. Cooking will take around 6 to 10 hours depending on the size of your pig. Don't be tempted to rush it, as the skin will be tough and leathery and not allow the meat to cook through to the bone. After the break, Lance, Jack and I go looking for an intruder.
Although this is a pig farm per se, Lance has offered to take us right over the back where we'll probably spot a few wild pigs. And Jack, my son here, you've never shot a pig before, I've never shot a pig before. So your new Uncle Lance is going to take us and we're going to shoot a pig, bro. So what do we need to know?
Right, there's quite a bit, you know, with using a firearm. So what we'll do is we'll go out, I'll hold the rifle till we find what we're going to shoot. And I'll load it up for you, safety will be on. And I'll brief you on that now. So basically the safety is this one here. When I put the magazine on, I'll clip that forward and we'll set up the shot. You can then take the gun off me, take the safety off and take the shot, and then this will be loaded straight away. It's semi-automatic. So then the safety back on and then pass it back and I'll unload it and we'll go to our pig.
And everybody's safe. Sweet?
Sweet.
Most pig hunting is done with a group of dogs, but obviously the dogs don't know the difference between the stock and the intruders.
Well, we have walked the perimeter of the farm, well, part of the farm, trying to find these sort of wild stray pigs. To date, no luck, but it's probably because I'm talking too loud. But never mind, we'll hang in there, eh, bro? We'll hang in there. We'll get there, mate. I have to say, these pig hunters really do earn their bacon.
I was knackered and ready to give up when Lance spotted a wild pig right on the far boundary fence line.
Well, we had a plan and we've achieved the plan. My boy Jack's just finished high school and he shot his first pig. Thanks to Lance and the boys up here, we found a bit of a stray on the outskirts of the farm. And I've got to tell you, it's awesome. And I don't know, is it part of the Kiwi psyche that we shoot a pig or catch a hapuku or eat a cray? Whatever it is, I love it. And Cuz, we live in a great country. And that is my food culture.
You know, as a father, there's a real sense of pride watching your kids grow into adults.
You know, it's interesting. I'm starting to see the advantage of having kids. Well, the boys have singed the pig and just getting all the hair off it, obviously. They've got a bit of manuka going there, and that's working real good and getting it ready for our hangi. I can't wait.
After the wild pig is singed, it needs to be dressed and hung for a few days for the meat to set. It was getting late, so it was back to the farm for our pig on a spit. You beauty.
Well, the boys whacked on a bit of a spit for us, and I'll tell you what, there's nothing better. Wild pork, just slowly cooking and ready for us to eat.
Yeah, that was a great day that Jack and I will never forget. Now it was off home to prepare our special hangi.
Well guys, my favourite time of the day, time to eat. Now we're going to have a hangi. Okay, or as we say, a hangi. Okay, two ways of doing this. We can dig a hole, we can light a fire for 2.5 hours, we can slowly sit around and watch the rocks get hot and all the rest of it, which is fantastic. I love it. I do it Christmas times. But in a modern world where we're flat out, we have some alternatives, okay? We have some alternatives and we're going to use a more modern style of hangi. Now we've got some Maori potatoes, we've got your basics like your cabbage and stuff. We've also got this razorback, beautiful vacuum packed pork, and it's a fillet. Okay, two of those. My sons would eat both of those. So we've you got that pork, son? We've got some of the wild pork that Jack took out, I suppose, earlier, and we've got a couple of rolls there, and we'll whack that all on together. It's not about adding heaps of ingredients and all the rest of it. It's about getting that lovely smoky flavour through the manuka sawdust, which is we're going to use, and getting all those flavours to amalgamate together and sit down and have a proper feed, Kaz. So we're into it. Is that dead? Dead enough. So what we're going to do is we're going to use every family should have one, a multi-kai cooker. How the multi-kai cooker works is it has a really thick hot plate at the bottom, which serves in this case as our hangi stone. So we're going to heat that up. We're going to put a little bit of sawdust in there, put the food in, make sure it's covered correctly by the lids that are provided, and get that smoky flavour to sort of get around the meat, to get through the meat, through the vegetables and everything. And then we'll add some water, only a couple of cups of water, and then cover it up again, and then just let it steam through. And I reckon 2 to 3 hours. Choice, bro. Cool, here we go, the magic ingredient. Manuka. Not too much. Let's burn that up, that's all we need. Magic ingredient, manuka, tea tree sawdust. Perfect. Well, bro, that looks so much better. What have you done? You've got your bit of a pork flap on the base now.
Flap on the base.
Yeah, yeah.
So our chicken doesn't cook too fast there.
Yeah, like it. Then the wild pork on the sides.
Alright, alright.
Look at that. That there, mate, is a work of art. Well packed.
Now how does Mum do it?
It's a good. Just do another skin so we can get that one done. Just another.
Another mea.
Yeah, another leaf. Okay. You know, the beauty about this, because my day things were tougher, mate, we'd have to sit around the hangi at the marae and stuff and peel the kuma and peel the potatoes and do all this stuff, but now it's all washed. I mean, why would you buy a dirty potato when you buy a clean one? Exactly, there's no answer to that. Here, grab the other side of that, mate.
My dad can take it out and pack it a bit.
Cool. Okay, we've got her all fired up. What we're going to do now is close her off, and for about 20 minutes that sawdust is just going to burn up and get the flavour through all our ingredients here. Then after that we'll add water and everything will be choice made. Okay, we're going to leave this for a while for it to cook, but check out this mate of mine. His name's Marco. He's this awesome Italian guy. Check out what he does with some pork and mango salsa.
To get the best out of your mango, you go one slice down this way, you turn it around and you take another slice down the other way, yeah? Now, what we do, we just make nice little incision like this inside the mango, and we go like that, like this, and turn it over. And after this, basically just easy to peel off like this with your fingers. Okay, that's about enough onion. Get a bit of fresh mint leaves. You can use coriander or Italian parsley, or you can use all three. Here we go, here's the garlic. And then chop your chili. We're gonna give a little bit of a zest coming in there. Then we're gonna chop. Now watch this trick, yeah? You get your lemon like this, and you go like that. See how the juice just runs down? Now always add a little bit of dash of lime as well, because lime is in season, and let's face it, it gives a really nice, beautiful citrusy finish, yeah, with your lemon. So it adds value to your lemon. A little bit of kosher salt, and finish it all up with a dash of beautiful extra virgin olive oil, of course, to get it all together. Now who said this guy is only good on radio? Paul Holmes oil, man. It's beautiful. Give it a go. Get in there. Bit of oil in your pan. It's nice and hot. You grab your beautiful pork, just medallions like that, and just go like this. I love the sound of sizzle. The sizzle is where it's at. Grab it, turn it one side, turn the other one. Look at that, beautiful. Look at the caramelization on around the dish. Beautiful. All the flavors in there now. Now this is where the fun is, yeah? You get your salsa. Your beautiful pork. Beautiful Harmony SPCA certified free-range pork with the beautiful mango tropical salsa. Delicioso!
Okay, Jacko, couple of 3 hours, mate. Let's see how it's looking. It's smelling fantastic. Check it out. Good boy. Take your time, mate. Take your time, mate. Oh, look at that. Mate, that is awesome. I wish we had smell-o-vision. We've got this rolled fillet, and you don't even need a knife. Now look at that. Just the perfect wee piece of pork. I'll just grab a bit of cabbage because I love cabbage. Just pop that on the side because basically we're in gourmet heaven. Aotearoa styles. Okay, son, have a go. We got, try the wild pork. Actually,
what do I take first?
whatever you like. I'm gonna go fingers because that's a bit of wild pork here. Well, it's all wild pork, but there was.
I want to taste a bit of this this roll here. And then just cut it up with the fork.
That just amazing. Excuse me. No knife required.
Beautiful.
Our Maori iwi or potatoes, beautiful. Good to see these back on the table in New Zealand.
Cabbage, the old fave.
Thanks, mate. Bit of kumara with the skin on. Leave the skin on. Bit of kumara.
That's where all your good stuff is.
Yeah. Try that, bro. Yeah, I know. Yeah, no, you don't need to speak. Your face says it all, mate. It's all here. It's beautiful. It's flavoursome. It's healthy. It's just exquisite. And, you know, basically, we live in paradise. Look at that wild pork, mate.
Taste it.
Melt in your mouth, mate. Melt in your mouth. Or, even better, melt in my mouth.
On the menu next time on Food Culture, another Kiwi favourite, sausages. I mean, is there more to sizzle?